You've heard of unconditional love, but have you heard of the secret to unconditional happiness and allowing more into your life? More wealth, more success, and more love. More freedom in your life right now. Welcome to the Happy Bar with Israel Savage.
It's just like trying to balance like my job and a passion. So like my day job that I work 9 to 5. Whereas, like obviously like it gives me health insurance. It helps me pay my bills. But like in the scheme of thing, it's like, do I want to do this for the next 40 years of my life? And that's where like, I've always been interested in like acting in movies and being like in that creative element since I was a kid. And, like 3 years ago, I dropped out of grad school to pursue this passion because I just thought about it so much. And I'm like, how can I make it happen? Or am I capable of making it happen? And that's where I was like, do I spend all this money and finish grad school to get this job that's not going to make me happy? So I dropped out. It's not because like I had bad grades or anything, but I dropped out just to like see what I could make happen.
I think so many of us can relate to being somewhere that is less than our ideal.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever been at a job that you didn't enjoy or was less than your ideal, but had a fabulous vacation you were looking forward to? You're going somewhere tropical or you're just going to be away for a week. You're going somewhere fun. Yeah. Doesn't it make all of your work at that job a little easier, knowing that the vacation's coming up in 5 days and 4 days and 3 days and 2 days? In fact, there's an enthusiasm around everything you do. The focus on the vacation and the feelings of the vacation, the freedom of the vacation, the relief of the vacation, the fun of the vacation, those feelings start to permeate your other tasks at work. Have you found that to be true? Mm-hmm. Everything's just a little lighter. Even the things you hate them a little less.
Yeah.
And so the key here is to focus on the end, right? Focus on the thing that you want, the feelings of the thing that you want, and know that where you are right now is temporary. Doesn't it feel better knowing it's temporary? Part of the reason why we can feel so many unpleasant feelings around our current situation, whatever it is, in this case it's a job, is because we worry if we will ever do anything other than what we're doing. We worry because we feel stuck. And we feel stuck because we continue to focus on what we don't want. And that's the things about the job that we don't like. And so we are stuck vibrationally. That's true. We feel these feelings of stuck, these unpleasant feelings, because we've thoughts about our current situation that are not in alignment with the way our greater you sees things. Our greater you, remember, is holding that spot with your desire. It's already there. It's across the finish line, and there is no finish line, because the second you achieve one desire, another one is born, and another one, and another one. But whatever that next desire is, your greater you's there and waiting. It's already at the resort, right? Already in the pool. Like, ooh, you're gonna love it when you get here. You're gonna love it. And so the reason you're experiencing these feelings that are unpleasant is because of thoughts about your current situation, that you're thinking that it's permanent. And it's only permanent if you continue to focus on it. And so in terms of processes, what I would suggest that you try is, if you've started an appreciation log or journal, every day, try it for a week. Write down 10 things you appreciate about the job that you're at. Now, don't fake it. If there are things you don't like, then don't write those down. But the things that you do appreciate, I appreciate the feeling, the freedom that I get because of X, Y, and Z. I appreciate the smile from this coworker who's always pleasant. whatever the small, I love my stapler because of X, Y, and Z. 10 things you appreciate. Do that every day, for whatever you choose, for 3 days, 5 days. Do it every day. And what you're going to start to see is that even in your current situation, you'll start to see more and more of what you like. And pretty soon, you've reached a point where you will evolve to the next thing. And your environment is going to rise to meet the change in your thinking. And it may be a new position at your current job. It may be a new job altogether. And do you see how we're shaping, vibrationally, we're shaping our experience, our physical experience, by what we focus on? And you can do that. And the best place, the only place to do that from, is where you are now. It's the same thing, let's say you're in a marriage and you don't want to be there, but you feel stuck because of kids, because of this, because of that, or any relationship. Then taking the easier path, the better feeling path, may not be to just leave. That could be a rocky road for you if, because you have your kids and you have this and you have that. And so what do? Well, you start to shape a new experience for yourself emotionally. You get yourself emotionally ready to be ready. Emotionally ready to be ready. I always think of that Whitney Houston line from one of her songs. You can run from yourself, but there's no place to hide. Because what happens, let's just say you're in a relationship, a marriage, or some sort of relationship, and you just leave because you've had it. Well, that's fine. And you can't mess this up. But there's a rockier road ahead emotionally than if you vibrationally got yourself into a better and better feeling place. If you really looked at what you could appreciate about your partner, so that you were not pushing against when you left. What am I resisting? And still focusing on what you don't want, because what's going to happen is you take yourself with you, and you're going to create around yourself the exact same environment. It'll be new people, places, and things and jobs, but they're going to feel the same way because you're taking yourself vibrationally with you. Same with your job. If you can learn to appreciate where you are now, not just appreciate it, but love it, revel in it. Doesn't mean you have to love the job, but it does mean you have to love you in the job. It does mean you have to love this process. It does mean that you have to trust your greater self, that your greater self has got you, that this is just temporary. It does mean you have to love all of that. And if you can get yourself into that place, then everything in your environment will have to change and rearrange to match that feeling place. If you liked what you just heard, then take inspired action now. That's right, act while you are feeling good. And build on your momentum. Schedule your free discovery call with me at instudios-nyc.com/happybar.